You know, I would still make the changes, but the changes were not for myself or for my growth first. It was to please or appease that other person. And then once I won them over, it was like, okay, that was good. But in it, did you learn the lesson? In it, what was it? What was it for you? Did you do it solely for that benefit, or did you do something in it for yourself?
Yeah, and I think you did it for yourself because, trust me, I've seen the growth, and I'm actually proud of you.
Thank you.
Because once upon a time, she used to internalize. I used to be like, dang, man, just be like me. Just tell them how you feel.
For real. She used to be like, man, just be like, F that. And I used to be like, but I wish I could just say it like that. I really, man, but now I will tell you in business, it's not that I just go full-fledged off, but I do not mind telling you, sorry, but I cannot do that.
Yep. No is the
sorry,
new.
No means no. I don't know. Period.
And this is how I feel.
No,
and
not
this
no
is
because
why I feel like
I don't
that.
even have to say because of this is how I feel. It's no.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like when you're talking about, you know, you, right? Mm-hmm. And your growth, sometimes it's okay to say, okay, listen, we did X, Y, and Z, and this is the reason why.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? When you're sometimes you can respectfully decline something. And you soften the blow with, okay, well, I don't want to do this because of this.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't understand until you give them the reason why.
Even if you give them the reason why and they understand it, they just don't care. They feel entitled.
Yeah. But that's on a personal level though. But in the business world, I found that you know, like when we have changes in a company and by the way, let me go back real quick before I go here. I was not fired. I actually worked there for 5 years until they closed due to COVID-19. I actually was one of the, trust me, I was the one. And some of you guys that's listening knows.
Let me just say this. Yeah. Prior to the close, before this even got out of hand, I remember me and Nikki Jay having this conversation about her promotion. You should have been like unit manager of this entire, operations manager.
The director.
Yeah. Whatever the position was, I was like, heck no, you need to go for this position. And this is how we're going to make it happen. Yep. And this and that and the other. We sit there and we encourage and we motivate each other through our shortcomings and our foregoing.
Exactly. And I really appreciated that because I was going through a moment like, well, you know, again, my personal personality, I don't know. I don't care, man. Forget them. They're going to, you know, I'll do this and I'll do that. I was even willing to write. I was going to, dear Mr. Hampton. Like I was going to go that far. But at some point, you know, you got to have that support-based system that helps you to keep you grounded and keep you focused. I agree. On the right things or whatnot, you know. So I have another question for you before we move forward here real quick. Did any of your ideas, like did you get any new ideas since crown season, or were a lot of these ideas prior to crown season? Oh no.
I got a lot of my development of my businesses came from crown season. I will say that. I have had a lot of passions prior to that, which is my nonprofit, Home for Life. That's actually something that you're so silly. My nonprofit organization is something that has been dear to my heart for the past, I would say, 12 years, 11.
But crown season pushed you, right?
Crown season pushed that out of me.
Yeah.
And it also taught me about procrastination and deadlines. I knew that there were certain things that needed to happen in order for certain things to take place in this season, which I had to prepare myself for. So out of crown season, I do believe that I'm going to be able to help so many people in this business, as well as in my Kalan and Healing Beyond.
Right.
In my spare time, again, I started out with making certain tinctures and making certain hair recipes that I didn't have the time to because I was so busy. But when the shutdown happened, nobody was working.
Right.
So I had time to develop on my recipes, or all the products in the inventory that came in. I had time to actually sit there and put it all together.
Right.
Also, during crown season, I started doing manifestation and alignment challenges because
those are awesome. That kicked me off this year too. Ooh, you baby! If y'all missed those. Boy, I tell you, are we gonna do it again?
We are gonna do it again. I haven't figured out exactly when I want to kick off the next challenge, but I want to do a series of first the alignment challenge and then the self-development challenge and then the manifestation challenge.
Right.
Because I feel like,
you know, my favorite
there's a
is
process.
Self-development.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to definitely dig more into that. I'll say my spirituality businesses came out of the crown season. I was scared in the beginning like everybody else, but I said, nope, I'm not going to let fear conquer. So I did my own alignment challenge before I even told you about it. Before I said, let's do this, I did it myself. Because how can I speak out of fear? We've gotten some phone calls where people have called us with a small bit of news that have sent us into a frenzy. Yeah. So we had to stop letting people feed us. We had to stop feeding ourselves things that were not beneficial to us. Right. So starting with our mind, we went into our body. Then we went into, the way we perceive the world and thereafter. But with that alignment challenge, we aligned ourselves not with anything else but ourselves. We started to do meditation. We started to do other things within that challenge that helped us to develop our creativity. Because when we were so scared, nobody was thinking about making a Personalities Beyond Business podcast. We were scared. It wasn't until we got to the manifestation challenge that we said,
we don't have to be scared. What are we scared for?
And we started writing down the things that we wanted to manifest. We literally started with lists of things we wanted. How we saw our lives, not just in the next 5 years, but in this year during crown season. How do you see yourself right now? So that business came out of it. Also my workout plans, my smoothie recipe books, all of the things that I do for health and fitness has come out of that.
Need y'all smoothies and stuff, hit her up. All you got to do is go Snapchat her, Instagram, Personalities Beyond Business, however you guys want to get in contact.
Yes, according to Jane on Instagram. You could also connect with me on YouTube. I'm according2 Jane. All platforms you could either look for me on According to Jane or I'm Jane Williams.
As you know,
yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm proud of you. Like Thank I said you. Before, you've definitely created a lot of good things that is going to go very, very far.
And so have you.
We about to get there, baby. Don't even trip. We about to get all up in there. Because I done developed products.
Yes.
I done develop, and I'm talking like my Hearts of Diamonds line, clothes, my t-shirts, my dresses, like I mask as well. Speaking of masks, I really want to, I gotta access.
What's that?
The mask versus don't wear the mask. Like, come on now. We have to do better. I understand.
Is this still, I can't even believe this is still a question right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Even if it's not for yourself, if you don't care about how you feel.
Care about others.
I care about others. I can't believe we have a whole no mask Nevada going on right now. I totally understand how uncomfortable it is. I'm not taking away from the uncomfortability of wearing a mask. I still forget my mask. Right. I will go all the way to the front door of the grocery store and be like, dang it.
You'd be like, Batman, to the Batcave.
Right. Or I have to go all the way back home and I'll be like, you know what? Guess what? It's not happening today. Today we are not doing this grocery store run. But to just totally be irresponsible
and keep it in the car,
you have a responsibility not to yourself but to your brothers and your sisters and the people that you surround yourself with. I also don't think everybody's socially distancing.
I don't think so either. I think what's going on now at this particular moment is people are starting to get a little bit more comfortable thinking that, okay, the surges are down, but we have to stay woke, y'all. We really do. We got to do better. We just got to protect ourselves, stay woke, and understand that this thing isn't going to go away overnight. So it's kind of interesting because you talked about social distancing. It's okay for your family and your group to be together, but we don't know who our family is around. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying don't hang out with your family or things like that. All I'm saying is be a little bit more conscious. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Wear your mask, be mindful. And do any and everything you can to protect your loved ones. Because some of us come home to our children, you know what I mean? And they don't know. They're just here. It's affecting them too. They're just here not knowing it's our duty. We have a duty and a responsibility to protect them. So social distance and don't just because, the no mask thing. No. Let's do what we gotta do. Keep that mask on. Try to keep as much social distancing between yourself and others as possible. Again, I'm not saying not to hang out with your family and stuff, but, we just want to be mindful of those type of things.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so Hearts of Diamonds do have our clothing line. We have our products. I do offer some one-on-one training, master training classes and things of that nature. I actually have a whole website, heartsofdiamondsllc.com, and it's spelled a little differently. Which that is in our links as well. You guys can basically look at those and get all that information. But Hearts of Diamonds is not just about business. It's also about your spirit. becoming in touch, like Jane said, who you are. A lot of these things did come out of Crown Season because when she started the alignment challenge and I seen her go on the first one, I called her and I said, hey, why don't we do another alignment challenge? Because I want to join. And this time we did it. Literally, we sat down and wrote it out. So it was a 5 to 7 week challenge?
It was 7. It was a 7-day alignment challenge.
Yeah, it was 7 days. I'm sorry.
It was 7 days, and I think we did it within the moon cycle.
Mm-hmm. It was 7 days. It wasn't 7 weeks. I wish it was 7 weeks, but it was. But it was 7 days.
We might be onto something with the 7 weeks.
We might be. Maybe we'll talk about it. Yeah. But I said to her, because I think what happened is with me, I got a little bit distracted with the COVID-19 thing. I got a little bit distracted with everything that I had going on, including school, being a mom, dealing with my, personal issues, you know what I mean? And then I decided that I need to align myself because I want that to be a part of Hearts of Diamonds, which is also a spiritual entity. It's just not about business. I want people to connect to themselves. So the alignment challenge taught me I needed to connect with myself first if I was going to be able to connect with others and help them connect. So when I got with her and we sat down and we came up with this plan, oh my God, it was like amazing. So Hearts of Diamonds is definitely, it's my baby. It means everything to me. And I will not stop until not only am I happy and successful in business, but others as well. It is my job to make sure that we get other people built up. Rather, I don't care what it is. You want to create, trinkets. Let's turn that into a business.
So were you as confident when you first started?
I was not. I was not as confident when I first started because I think for me it was lack of information. And we came from a community where we wasn't taught certain things. We weren't taught how to do proper research and things like that. So a lot of it I took into my own hands and said, you know what, I want to do better. And I'm going to do better because I'm breaking generational curses.
I know that's right. Yes, you are.
Period.
You really are.
I already have.
We both
You know what I mean? Yes. We're not doing this again. My kids, they're not going to have to go through this. Their kids are not going to, they're going to have something. You know what I mean? So that's always been a goal of mine, and that's where Hearts of Diamonds came from. Is really a passion of mine. It comes from the heart.
That's awesome. I didn't start off as confident either. Actually, as people hear me speak, they think that I just naturally had this knack for speaking. I literally do not. As we sit here, my hands are clammy. You know what I mean? So let me just say that all things start with one step.
It does.
One step at a time. Everything takes practicality. Everything takes confidence. It takes you to align yourself. And it just takes you to have fun with it.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you guys tuning into Personalities Beyond Business with us on this episode. We appreciate you exploring our businesses with us, letting us get to tell you a little bit about ourselves and our businesses, our personalities beyond that.
Mm-hmm. And we also want you to tell us too some things. Are you on track right now? Like, are you on track with your personality? Are you on track with your life? Are you in tune with yourself? Like, we want to know. So we definitely want you guys to reach out to us. Let us know. Remember to follow us on IG at Personalities Beyond Business. You guys can follow us on YouTube, Spotify. We have Anchor. Reach out to us. Let us know. Comment, share. Don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share with someone else. Subscribe to somebody. Subscribe to us. I'm sorry. Share with your family and friends. Engage and dialogue back with us on your social media platforms.
Okay. And we also want you guys to stay tuned. We will be back with you guys next Sunday.
Again,
thank you for joining us here at Personalities Beyond Business. I am your host, Nikki Jay.
And I'm Jazzy Jane.
You guys have a nice night.
We out.